First, starting off in the AFC, we have New England Patriots led by Tom Brady. Now, if you guys do not know, Derek Carr is down with the injury, is going to be out for months. So I honestly don't think the Raiders will have any type of playoff push. Now, the Patriots, on the other hand, Tom Brady is going to come out and do excellent. I honestly think he's going to lead his team to a Super Bowl victory. I think it's going to come down to the AFC Championship between them and the Steelers. But if Derek Carr wasn't injured, I still don't honestly think that the Raiders still had any type of success going into the playoffs. Our next matchup, we have the Steelers coming on top of the Chiefs. The only reason I say this is because the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger and Le'Veon Bell, is probably one of the biggest duos. If the Steelers are able to shut down the Chiefs offense for the most part, and Ben Roethlisberger is picking up about 200, 300 yards, and Le'Veon Bell is picking up a consistent 100 yards, they're going to come on top of the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs did beat the Steelers early on in the season. Travis Kelce had a great game, 140 reception yards last game, but I still don't think it's enough. If they stop Tyreek Hill on the return game or even in the offensive game, I still think the Chiefs won't have enough success in the playoffs. They really haven't had any type of success in the playoffs. But our next game is the Texans versus the Dolphins. And I think there's no way in the world the Texans will win this game. The Dolphins, Jay Ajayi has had consistent 200 yards. He almost had 3 games with 200 plus rushing yards. And I just don't think the Texans have what it has to stop Ryan Tannehill or anything the Dolphins push at their way. Now, obviously, if Jay Ajayi had another 200 rushing yards, the Texans definitely won't have no chance of beating the Dolphins in this game. In our next game, we have the Cowboys coming on top of the Falcons. Now, I do not know exactly what to expect in this game. The Cowboys are coming off a huge game against the Lions, winning by almost over 30 points. They came out and completely dominated. Ezekiel Elliott has had a phenomenal rookie year, rushing over 1,000 yards, and that dude has been really spectacular. I really haven't heard too much of Dez Bryant this year. I think that for them to be able to go to the Super Bowl, he has to really have a huge impact on his game. Dak Prescott is also in an MVP race as well as Ezekiel Elliott. I think for the only way the Falcons have to win, Matt Ryan will have to come out and be super elite. What I mean by that is he have to come out and throw for at least over 350 yards with about 3 or 4 touchdowns. Julio Jones will have to be expected to do well as well. Devontae Freeman is going to the Pro Bowl this year. He has had a pretty good year too. Not as good as Ezekiel Elliott, but he has had a solid year. And I still have the Cowboys coming on top of this game. This would definitely be a good game to watch. But like I said, Matt Ryan would just have to come out and be great for them to win. Our next game, we have the Seahawks coming out on top of the Giants. I'm going to tell you guys, I don't think that this will be a good game at all. I think it will be really sluggish. The Seahawks have been playing really sluggish, if you ask me. It's either they losing by bad games, the Russell Wilson isn't getting things done, the running game isn't getting things done, they're going consistent 3 and outs. I think it's either Odell Beckham is going to either be locked down by Richard Sherman or he's going to come out and have over 130 reception yards. And honestly speaking, I think that Richard Sherman won't lock Odell Beckham down. Eli Manning will always be expected to come out and have a good game. They almost had a chance to come out and have a first-round bye over the Cowboys, but they didn't have a good game the past few games. Now, Thomas Rawls is going to be expected to also come out here and have a good game. But like I said, I honestly don't think this will be a good game. And our last game, we have the Packers versus the Lions. Now, there is 2 teams that could still be able to potentially come in here. I think one of them is the Buccaneers, and there's another team. The Packers had a slow start to the season, but honestly have got better if you ask me. Aaron Rodgers will definitely have to come out here and have a good game. Randall Cobb will also be expected to do well with Jordy Nelson. Eddie Lacy will have to have a good game too. They will have to get a lot of good blocking by their defensive linemen. And I think the Packers will come out here and kind of stop their running game. Now, last game, the Lions did get destroyed by the Cowboys. When I say they got destroyed, that was not a good game at all. And if you wanted to check out that game, the card should be up about now or about past now. But I do have the Packers coming out on top of this game. And if you have any type of comments or if you think otherwise, just go ahead and let me know in the comment sections below. But those are my predictions. I don't know who's going to go to the Super Bowl yet. I would definitely have to see.